Saturday, LSU and Ole Miss, final half minute, a nightmare for the Tigers and coach Les Miles after allowing precious seconds to tick off the clock before calling a timeout with just 9 ticks remaining. Down 2, LSU completes that pass inside the 10. Just 1 second left, no timeouts. Clock stops on a first down. Rather than run a play or kick a field goal, they try to spike it, but you can't do that in less than a second, and that's how they lose 25-23. Afterward, everyone was stunned.
I do not know who told him to climb. Okay, I mean, and I'm listening to the headphones. You cannot clock that ball. There was no. I don't know that call was ever made.
Okay, now, despite what you just heard Les Miles say, this is new video just into ESPN. It appears that it shows Les Miles signaling for the quarterback to spike the ball, to clock the ball, and no doubt that raises a whole lot of new questions, which the coach answered today.
I regret the mistake. It cost my team a best opportunity at victory. Look at ourselves very critically. Certainly, I mismanaged the back end of the Ole Miss game. It's my responsibility. I'm the head coach. I know I'm taking criticism. I let the clock get away from me. It's my fault. It's my mistake. The issue of clocking. Certainly there was every want to win that game. What was relayed from the press box was there was a possibility of a 12th man on defense, and that if they could get the ball snapped in some way, that a defensive penalty might give us another opportunity to snap. At that point in time, with 1 second to go on the clock, the opportunity for that team to win, I had lost that opportunity for the team there by squandering seconds. It's my fault. It will be fixed. It's my responsibility. I saw, as a part of reference to come over here today, a YouTube video of me pointing at the ground. That was on the reception as soon as Tolliver caught the ball, the Ole Miss Rebel came up with the ball. That was the description of the coach trying to tell him it was down. It was down.
All right, very important distinction there. He's saying he wasn't motioning clock it.
Yeah.
He was motioning the player is down. You saw it. Do you believe it?
Absolutely. You look at the Mississippi player. The Mississippi player ends up holding the ball in the air like I have it. You see Les Miles coming down saying he's down, he's down. So our player was down. So no, I do not believe he was saying clock it.
Okay, so many things to deal with here. The first one that is inexcusable, and Les Miles takes the blame for it, is allowing all the time to tick off before the play prior to this one was run. That one no one could ever possibly explain away, and he doesn't try to. In this situation with the 1 second left, he's saying he was just trying to draw a penalty for 12 men. Should they have tried to get the field goal team out there and kick a field goal with that 1 second?
I don't think there would have been enough time to get the field goal unit out there. Now here's the deal. Even though it took them all this time to call the timeout, they still had a timeout. You've got to discuss everything on the sideline, from trying to get the field goal team out to, if we need to run a play, this is the play to run. And obviously the play to run is everybody get in the end zone and try and score a touchdown. That need to be communicated at the timeout. That's the job of the head coach, to make sure all the moving parts are moving together. I don't believe there was enough time to get the field goal unit out there. So I will not fault him for that. What I fault him for is all the seconds that ran off, and then however it got relayed to the quarterback to clock the ball with the second left was completely wrong. So the timeout before the long pass, everything needed to be ironed out. And maybe it was, and maybe there were people that just, for lack of a better term, just freaked out at the end of the game, but that's something that the head coach is going to have to deal with.
Well, bear in mind again, they did get the play off. They snapped the ball. It was when they clocked it.
That's exactly right.
So if when they snap that ball, they throw a pass in the end zone, they have a chance.
Well, that's exactly right. That's right. You have to have your ducks in a row. Either run the field goal team out, or you're going to run a play. You're not, with 1 second left, you have to go over all the scenarios during that timeout so everybody's on the same page. And obviously, not only were nobody on the same page, they didn't even have the same books in their hands.
No, the reaction has been so strong on campus. The school newspaper has called for the offensive coordinator to be fired. That is when you know your program is in crisis.